NYC subway crime. Man shoved on tracks in Manhattan. Teen shot through door in Queens. A 35-year-old man was shoved onto the subway tracks in Midtown Manhattan Wednesday night, less than an hour after a teenager was shot through the door of a subway car in Queens. They are just the latest high-profile crimes in New York City transit system that have riders on edge. Police say the shot victim was standing on the southbound platform at the 42nd Street Port Authority bus terminal station around 10:12 p.m. when a 27-year-old man came up to him and asked, "Do you want to go to the tracks?" He then pushed the man onto the subway track roadbed, authorities said. The victim did not make contact with the third rail and was pulled up by a good Samaritan. Just last week, somebody fell on the third rail and was caught on fire and died in Manhattan. He suffered laceration to his forearm, hand, finger on the right side of his body, as well as pain in both legs. He was taken to Mount Sinai West with non-life-threatening injuries. The suspect, 27-year-old Wilson Garcia, was arrested and charged with assault and reckless endangerment. When he was in custody, detectives realized he was also the suspect in a unsolved forcible touching incident from May. It's like this guy is begging to be locked up, you know? They're looking for him and he's out doing crazy stuff. He was also charged with groping a 19-year-old woman at the 34th Street Herald Station in Midtown on May 25th, allegedly grabbing her buttocks. About 45 minutes before the subway shove, an 18-year-old man was riding a southbound A train when the suspect, standing on the platform at Beach 67th Street and Rockaway Boulevard, fired into the train at around 9:23 p.m. The victim was struck in the leg and was taken to Brookdale Hospital. He is expected to survive. By the way, Brookdale Hospital is a good distance from Far Rockaway. You gotta wonder, you know, because Brookdale Hospital is in Brooklyn, and this place here, B67th Street in Rockaway, that's all the way out in Far Rockaway. So if this guy was bleeding, he might have died, right? The circumstances of the shooting are unclear, but police believe the victim was involved in one or more violent disputes immediately preceding the shooting. So the guy who was shot in the train was involved in one or more violent disputes. No arrests have been made, and the investigation is ongoing. So that's what we got going on here in New York City. Some more subway crimes.